Well, good afternoon, my lovely crafty friends. Yes, it is afternoon. Just checking with my watch. I've been down here since 9 o'clock this morning, and I've been trying very hard to get my art journal ready for the Flower Festival art festival that I have joined. And I am so enjoying this that it's difficult to get my head back into a journal. So I've got my papers together, and I started doodling on them, drawing flowers. And then I noticed that I had a journal up on my shelf, which I think is going to be absolutely perfect for the job in hand. So I can now carry on with my slow stitching without any guilty conscience. That's the words I'm looking for. Anyway, welcome to my channel. It's Bella here from Raging Bella Crafts, and thank you all for your lovely comments and your likes. It's just so wonderful. Thank you. I'm really touched by every single one. I did do a little bit more yesterday, so I'm going to show you what I've done. That you've seen, that I finished yesterday. So let's turn that over. I did do some, I don't know whether you can see it. I think you can. I've got the camera down really low. I've done some French knots on here, on one of these. I took the back off and I've stitched around there, as you can see. And I've done some French knots there to give a little bit of colour and a little bit of texture. Feels lovely. And then I just stitched around that. I'm not going to stitch into the rows because I like it as it is. It's just brought a little tiny little bit of grunge in, but only just a little. Okay, but you can do as you please. I've done some stitching down there, and I've stitched across there, done some cross stitch there. I'm not sure, I can't remember how much you've seen and what you haven't seen. Didn't sleep very well last night. My daughter posted something on her Facebook page, which was a little bit distressing. And I just couldn't sleep then. So I was just upset for her. But she's getting it sorted, I hope. So anyway, carry on with what I was saying. This is the back of what I've stitched over the other side, obviously. And I think that looks quite effective myself. I've stitched this on with just this ordinary cotton here. And it's a rather lovely cotton, maize cotton, quality by nature, 100% cotton made in Hungary. Okay, and I just put some lace behind there. It's not exactly straight. I didn't want it straight. So it's a little bit off center, but that's fine. You've seen that one before. Now this is what I've been doing this morning. I can't say it's brilliant, but I've had a go. And I must say that my hand was killing me afterwards, my finger. So I've done some scruffy, what's it called? Oh, it's gone out of my head now. It's gone right out of my head. Daisy chain on here. Not terribly successfully. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad in that one. But this one I did mess up. But I think you can see it okay. And I've just done some daisy chain, pull really tight going up here to make the stem, which I thought was quite effective. Lovely and messy on the back, which I love. And I've done some netting here, or tulle, whatever you want to call it, at the bottom with some cross stitch, and I've added this to this with a straight stitch. Okay, and that's how the back looks there, and I'm pleased with that. So that's good. I'm coming along nicely with that one. That's going on there like so, and that's going on there, and that was inside that one, and I thought, no, I'm going to bring those out. So we've got the two pinks together. I know I brought pink in, but it just happened. It was because of this, and I thought I'll bring a little bit of pink in, but that is the only green and pink I'm going to add. I'm not adding any more. But what I've just found while I was looking for my art stuff is this lovely handmade paper, and I'm wondering whether I'm going to introduce some of this, another textile, into this book. And I'm just wondering whether or not, because not very big sheets of it, but I wonder if I can tear it. Yes, I can tear it. Lovely. So I'll put that over there. I'm going to tear it down there. Let's fold it first. That might make it easier if I fold it. Use any kind of medium that you want in your book. It doesn't have to be. It's because why I'm doing this is because I've gone over to paper. Can't even separate these now, and it just sparked off another texture when I was looking for the art journal, and I was thinking that could be another texture on there, or even, oh, and this was the other thing I was doing, and that actually would look nice there as well. So let's just tear a little bit of that, take that sharpness off there. We don't want any sharp bits on there, do we? So let's just tear that down there a bit and put that underneath there, and I found a home for that. Okay, so I think we'll do a little bit of stitching on here, and what I've done here, I found some bits in my stash. This, I'll lift that up so you can, I'll take it off and you can see then. I'm not worried about it moving around, it doesn't bother me. So I'm going to put that piece there, which is the nicest side. Let's have a look. That side there, there's a little bit of texture on there. That can go there, and I've left that lovely edging on there, and I put that over the top there with the stem partly come out. Actually, it's not a stem, it's just bits. I'm going to make sure I put the right side. Yes, that's it. So I'm going to put that there like that, and then I had this coming across there like that. Now I could move it over a fraction, I think. I was trying not to cover this up because I absolutely love it. I think that's better. That can come down a little bit. So if we pin that on there now, all my little pins standing up like soldiers. Let me show you. There we are. Made me laugh yesterday when I said that. So yes, I'm a bit tired today because there's nothing worse than somebody trying to hurt your children, is there? I know she's a grown woman, but it's still not nice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go and watch Rachel's last video and she'll tell you all about it. I don't want to discuss it, but now I know I'm making holes in this, but I'm not worried about it. I don't care. So let's take that away. Let's take that away. Let's put that back in there because otherwise I'm going to get muddled. It's coming along really nicely, isn't it? It's coming along beautifully. That goes back in my box. So we'll make some more marks on here, shall we? So let's use what I've got threaded up already. Now I've got the green, that's threaded. I've got some pink threaded. And I got some of this threaded as well. So I think let's use what we got. Let me see if I can get a knot in there. One's longer than the other, sorry. And my fingers are not working today because I've done so much stitching. It was because I did the, I can't call it embroidery, messy stitching with the, where is it? Is it on this one? No, it isn't. Anyway, you know what I mean. Because I did that, my finger started to play it. But I did do some exercises with it, and it's not too bad, actually. Now, where are we going to put this? I think on here. And I think all I'm going to do on here is put some cross stitches. Because I don't want to tear the paper. So I'm not pulling it terribly hard. All right. Just make some marks on there. So today find some unusual paper. You could even use brown paper. I've got some lovely brown paper which I may introduce, and the only reason I'm using this is because it's a neutral colour and it gives another texture. Because if you haven't got lots of what was I going to say? Lots of neutral colours fabric. You can use papers. Use whatever you have. Don't go out buying loads and loads of things, all right? Don't want you to do that. Money's too tight for that, isn't it? All right. See if I can get that under there. Make a knot. Yes, there we are. Where did I put my scissors? Here they are. No, they're not. Where did I chuck my scissors? Underneath the paper. Come on now, scissors, behave, Mr. Swan. There we are. Now we've got two lots of lovely knot in there. So that's that one. So I need to put, I think what I'll do, I'll put that pin here now. There we are. Okay, and that one can come out. There we go, lovely. And I think I'm going to put, sorry, I should have knotted these as well, but I didn't. I hope you're all well and enjoying the summer. I say that in the UK, it really is abysmal here. And apparently we're going to have rain, 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 probably for the whole of August. Chris and I, that's my husband, we're trying to find a little cottage in the Cotswolds, because there's no good going to the seaside in September, because we just don't know. It'll probably be a heat wave now, but we just don't know what's going to happen with this weather. I don't know, we had that lovely couple of weeks and then it disappeared. But never mind, there's lots to do, so I'm not grumbling. Now all I'm going to do here, I'm just going to, that needs to be, I may tear that, so we'll see. Don't worry about that. If things stick up, then find a way of putting them back down. I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm just going to do a corner to there. All right. So that'll be different. Just try and think as you're going along how you would like it to be. All right. And this side, the more marks on this side I have, and the more knots, the better. Okay. So don't worry about that. And if you do worry about that sort of thing, then this project is not for you, as I said again yesterday. But I love it. So take that one away now. And what I think I'll do here, let me think. What colour? No, I think I'm going to put green in there now. And there is a knot in this one. So I think I'll come up through here. I don't want to touch that because I don't know whether you can see it, but there's like a lovely little edging of stitching along there. And I'm just going to go in and out of the almost lattice, isn't it? But it's not. So I could do some French knots, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this and just make marks. And I've got to be careful because I'm becoming a little bit regimented. I noticed yesterday. And you know what that means, don't you? I'm stressed. And yet I didn't feel stressed, but I think I obviously had something on my mind, probably Rachel. And oh, I like that. I know it's regimented, but I do like it. I can't help it. You can't help how your brain works, can you? Now I have gone over the top. Let's see if I can, that's better. So I'm going over the top of this other one now, and I'm making my stitches bigger. All right. Like so, down there, like so. It's like a fisherman's net, isn't it? Love it. And I'm going to come off the lace. And I'm going to come over here across the page, all right? Now I hadn't thought of doing this. This is just the lace and the cotton, the thread, inspiring me to do this. Nothing else. I haven't given it any thought. So just let your needle find a way of doing something pleasing to the eye. Okay, try and keep that flat. We are becoming creative today, aren't we? I don't want to pull it too much because I don't want to pucker the... So now I've done that, what I've actually done as well, I've anchored this little piece here. I know they're a bit sticking up, but I can always see to that again and do something different again. Now I'm going over and outside of this stitching here, which is absolutely fine. I'm using the whole of the page now, and I hope you can see this. I've got it down as low as I could, so I think I'm going to end there now. All the going's good. And I'll just bring it down here. If I could pick up a thread. Yep, got it. Pick up another thread. And then I can knot it. Yes, there we go. And both sides I've got a pattern of some sort. So isn't that fun? So that's something else for you to think about. Let your lace... Now, what have I done here? Now, I'm either going to have to... Let me see if I can... I think I'm going to have to either tear that, which I could, so it sits flat. There we go. I think that would be okay. And I think I will finish that off here, excuse me, just to keep that paper down. All right. I was just going to leave it as a corner, but that's not going to work. So just keep adjusting things all the time so everything lays flat, unless you want it to be sticking up. Well, then that's different. Okay. So we've got a nice pattern going here now. I'm pleased about that. Because you don't have to add anything to the underside that you're stitching, because these marks will be your page. And that's what I love about it. Okay. Now this netting is giving me a little bit of trouble. So I think the best thing to do there, I'll just pin that down there for a minute. That one, I don't need that one actually, but I do need to sort this out here, otherwise it's going to start. So I'm going to put a nice big cross here and maybe one here, but I'm going to do it in the pink so it ties in. Okay, so I'm going to do a big cross here, and I may go down as far as there, so that keeps that edge down. Like that. Okay. I'm sorry my hands are so awkward this morning. I'm going to finish that off because I want that to stay flat. All right. Because there's not a lot of... well, that was fortunate, wasn't it? There we go. So let's see what we've got left. So that's that. That's rocking up a little bit, but I don't mind actually. So I think I'll stitch that. Let's have some of this thin cotton, and then we can anchor things down if we want to. And I'm not worrying about the back side of this because it's going to be building up stitches on the other side, and the more texture you have, the better. And I might do this double, which I haven't done before, but I think I will this time. It'll save my needle coming undone all the time. Okay, so let's get this, just this edging done. Okay, you won't be able to see this now much, but I'll try and make it as clear as I can for you. Of course, it will be catching now, won't it, on there? I think I'll pin that down. And watch, I don't stab myself in the process. But this needs to be stitched down like so. Pins, they drive you up the wall, don't they? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Now it's coming. I'm going back through there because I want that to stay down flat. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to do a straight stitch. Just to anchor that down. And I'm not going to do it straight. Although for some reason, if I was trying to do something straight, it wouldn't be straight, would it? Don't you find that? And I'll just go up here. And then that'll anchor that down. So that's quite nice. I'll go back through the other side. So this is all on now, different stitches. And we've got more texture on the back again. Okay, so use your threads. Don't be afraid to use different colors and different textures because it all makes it look wonderful. Because I think when this is done, I'm going to like the back as much as I'm going to like the front. Now, some of you may hate it. And I think what I'm going to do here, I don't think I've got enough cotton on there, so I think we'll put some more out because I want to anchor this down. I don't want to do any more colors on this. See how much thread I've taken off now. How are you all getting on with your sewing? I'm absolutely loving this. No, I don't want that one. That was too thick. As I say, it's very difficult. It's the same when I was painting. If I was painting years ago, I couldn't switch to sewing. And then when I started doing journals, and I was looking today, I found an old journal of mine, one of the very first ones I made, 5 years ago. Gosh, that's scary because that means I've been doing this for 5 years. I just don't know where the time's going. Pretty scary, isn't it? There's so much to do. There's so much we want to do. But time keeps escaping. It just keeps running away with itself. I don't know whether you're finding that, but I found that the older I'm getting, the quicker time seems to be speeding up. I don't know. But my grandson, he's only 21 going on 22, and he's actually noticing it as well. So it's strange. I don't know what's going on. There we go. So I've stitched that down. It's not showing that side, but it is showing that side, which I'm quite happy about. Sorry, am I off the page? Off the page, I keep saying that. off screen. Now I'm going to come up here now, and I'm going to stitch this bit down as well, because we don't want anything catching, do we? I don't mind a little bit sticking up, but I don't want it to be annoying. The thinner the thread, the more you're likely to catch the thread on something, because it's so thin, all right? So just bear that in mind. That's it, I think that'll do. I don't want to completely stitch this down because I like the fact that it's moving. Okay, so let me just finish that off there. Oops. It's really dark outside. It doesn't help with the scaffolding, but they did get the roof done. They did finish the roof, and they put in a skylight, which I missed them doing. So, eat my words. Now, what thread was I using for the pink? Have I got any? No, I haven't got any left. Oh, I have. I got a little bit here. I got threads everywhere. You laugh if you could see my desk, honestly. Where did I put that needle then? Here. I've got a dread of dropping the needle onto my lap and it going into me. And I dropped one the other day and it actually went down in between my cupboard and the carpet, and I couldn't see it. And it took me an hour to find it. I was determined to find it because I was worried. Now I'm going to do another cross down here, but smaller. Okay. Didn't want to go through then. Like this. Now some of you may be hating this, but I like all the textures and all the scruffiness of it. Now because I like to work in threes, I'm going to come back up here and do a tiny one, okay? So not only can you use your thread, you can also use the size of whatever it is you're doing. See, now to me that's good on the eye. I think I need something here though. I'm sorry now I didn't carry it round, but, or I could have come down here with these. I may do that later. Let me finish this off for now. And we'll have a look and see what it looks like in the book. It's going to be a short one today because I'm tired. Because I did quite a lot yesterday and I probably wore myself out. I couldn't go to sleep though. I just really couldn't go to sleep. And my husband woke at 4 o'clock, he said, so he was awake a long time as well. So I don't think the weather's helping, you know, all the rain and everything is a bit depressing. But never mind, we've got this loveliness going on. Let me turn it round. So that's like that, and I'll flick it over like that. And that's like that. Yes, it is that way, isn't it? What have I done? Have I done it upside down or something? No, that's the way, isn't it? Because it's on the back. Silly me. Tell my brain's not working, can't you? There we go. That's better. Pull my sleeves up. Let's get my book back out. Well, we've done a fair bit on that page, I must say. So that one and that one, and this one goes in there, doesn't it? So let's see what that looks like. And as I say, I could almost put something there, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to wait and see. That then will be stitched down there, so we'll have some lovely stitching down there as well. And then maybe put something over there, and there's that page. So we've got this page to complete, and then I think this book is almost there, this one, and then we'll be able to stitch it in. And I might even, I'm just thinking, because you can do whatever you like with your book, I could even change them over and open it like that. That would be rather nice. The only thing with that is we wanted this to show, didn't we? So there we go. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. But that's the lovely part about this. You can fiddle to your heart's content and end up with something beautiful. So I'm going to leave it there now, guys, and I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully a bit more with it. And please pray for Rachel, that she gets this business sorted out with Stripe, and so she can carry on, because it's taken her mojo away, and we don't want that, do we? Because she creates some beautiful things. So take care, everybody. Love to Cheryl, love to John, and thank you for that lovely message yesterday. God bless. Bye.